We are live here at SRL 360 headquarters, and I am joined in the box with Timothy James and Rahul Kowal. How are you doing, boys?
I'm doing
Doing
great,
good, mate.
thank you.
Yeah, I'm good as well, Liam. Thanks.
Oh yeah, Joshua Butterfield too.
And
Yeah,
Butterfield.
yep. We're here for a brilliant episode of 360 tonight, and yeah, we're in for a big one with the mid-season reviews. We're gonna go from first to last in the on the ladder. So I believe the first team in the ladder is currently the Canberra Raiders, and we're joined by the two Canberra boys in Rahul Kowal and Tim James. So obviously, boys, you've had a big start to the season, and you've been a big part of it.
Last year we weren't doing so well, but this year we're taking huge steps to competing with teams like Manly, and I think we could give them a good run this year.
Yeah,
Well said.
certainly.
Well, yeah, you can't discount Manly. They've been at the top for a while now, and it's always going to be a good matchup.
Well, Manly have certainly glided their way to being undefeated. They certainly haven't. Well, they faced the Cowboys, but they certainly haven't really. Apart from that, I don't think they've faced their biggest test yet, which yous have shown that I think yous will be their biggest test. But
Yeah.
yous will certainly give them a run for their money.
Yeah,
Yous
I
have looked
think
really
it will
good.
go down to be. Sorry, I
Looked
think it will
really
go
good.
down to be one of the better games of the season.
Yeah, for sure. You'd hope Manly, but in saying that though, Manly they seem to just come out firing when it only when it matters. Like, and then they just glide their way to victory and in all the rest of the games. Like, they seem to only have one or two really full performances in the season, and that would probably annoy the Manly leadership group. And then again, they're winning all their matches.
I think it's their forward pack, honestly. That's what keeps you in the games, and they just come out running, and the bench, it's also really impressive.
Oh yeah, it's just their upgrading. In general, they have figured out how to upgrade quicker than the rest, and they've given themselves huge advantages.
Just
Also
good
mention
captaining.
their back
Yeah,
five:
100%.
Joey Kelly, Malachi Booth, Kane Chapman, Kenny Chaz Dingo.
Yeah.
That'll get you breaks from anywhere at the back. It's unfair, honestly.
It is unfair, and I mean, the way they developed the side though it was really in season 1 and 2 which got them to where they are today. I mean, it's the guys like Jesse Bennett, Brad Goodwin, Daniel Punch, Joshua Blackburn, all of them. It's just they built a brilliant squad.
The captains, they have a high knowledge of how this works. I think they utilize it to the best of their abilities, and it's certainly showing on the fields.
Would you say that arguably the best forward in the it's Jesse Bennett? Would you say that?
No.
I think it's a tie between Matthew Harris or Jesse Bennett, but
Yeah.
you can't really go wrong with anyone else. Jordan William, he's done a number for the Raiders, playing that lock position. Chris Lord, he's a great lock himself. Always making runs, always helping his team.
I wouldn't say Lords to the level of Harris or
He's certainly close. He's certainly close.
I think he's a tier or two off.
Yeah.
I think he's still I think Matthew Harris and Jesse Bennett and I don't even know if I'd put Williams in. As much as I love Jay Will, I feel like he's been inconsistent through plagued by injuries for a lot of his career.
Yeah, injuries plague him a lot, but he's a great man. Great player.
He is a great player.
Great on the field.
Yeah.
Leader in that middle role. Isn't afraid to pass that ball. And I think that's what gives you good qualities of a forward pack. Able to ball play, not selfish the ball.
Yeah, I think Williams has definitely developed his ball playing a bit, but Oh, Jesus. Yeah. I think your forward pack has won you a fair few games, but we won't discredit Eli Barnes' revival. He has really
Yeah,
revived
Barnes.
himself.
I think it's one of the comeback season tales of the season. I'm gonna be honest. He wasn't the greatest at his last year at Eels. And I think that's due to him having to put the team on his back. Making meters, just being a leader overall. I think, with a solid team behind him, solid forward pack, and backs to take off the workload, it allows him to conserve his energy and strike a lot better when the opportunity happens. I think he is a top maybe even potential winner for the SI MVP.
Oh yeah, I think isn't he the leader? Wasn't he the leader before it went to behind closed doors?
Pretty sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
leader.
he is.
Outright leader by one point. That's not bad.
Jack O'Neill wrote in the chat, Harris is the best forward by a long run at the moment.
I don't
I think Harris.
Hey lads,
Hey, Lachlan.
Hey, Lachlan. How you
what's
doing
up?
tonight?
SR 360.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's it.
Currently going for the mid-season reviews.
know.